Hi, Jennifer Witt with the Witt Law Group, answering one more frequently asked question regarding personal injury cases. Very, very relevant. What insurance policy do I give to the hospital or the care provider at the time I go to an appointment? I cannot emphasize this enough. It is not the at-fault driver's insurance. It is not, again, not the at-fault driver's auto insurance. They are not going to pay your medical bills. This gets people in so much trouble in terms of their credit. The bills go to collections. They will pay eventually, assuming you have a case that is someone else's fault and there's an active policy, but they will not pay during the time of treatment because you haven't yet negotiated what the value of the case is. And that value will also include reimbursement or subrogation on medical bills, which you will have to pay back through the proceeds that you will receive in your settlement. This is assuming you don't have trial and you negotiate a settlement. So the main thing that happens is people are quite outraged. Why am I paying medical? I didn't cause this accident. Well, it is the way it is. It's that simple. If you have personal injury protection, you need to contact your insurance company. That is the PIP policy. In the state of Washington, if they say you don't have it and they cannot provide your signature denying that coverage or saying that you do not want that coverage, then you have it. So it's really important if they say you don't have it, you want that signature page where you decided that you did not want it. They have to prove that to you based on your signature. So assuming you have personal injury protection, that will kick in right away. That policy should be given to the hospital or your care provider. So you want to find out what is your, get the PIP adjuster's contact information. You're going to open that claim. Then after that, it's going to go to your medical insurance. They will be notified that it's an auto accident, and therefore that goes to a different department, like a TPL, like a third-party liability billing department, where they will keep track of all of the bills related to the accident. They do plan to be reimbursed at the end after all of your treatment is complete and you receive a settlement. That's something your attorney will handle. I would say it's not glamorous, but it is probably half of what personal injury attorneys do or their law firms do, is handling very complex issues on bills, trying to get those bills reduced, dealing with subrogation, looking at, are your bills $100,000 and the third party or at-fault driver only has a $25,000 policy, and there's a lot of negotiation that goes on then with your attorney and could be the PIP adjuster waiving all of that subrogation on PIP. It could be negotiating with the care providers and getting those bills reduced. Regardless, it's very complex, and it can be made an absolute nightmare if you do not provide the correct insurance policy. Even when you do, I would say a third of the time, the hospital will bill the wrong policy. Then they get rejected, you don't realize it, and something goes off to collections. So double, triple check. If you are handling your own case, I cannot emphasize this enough. Every week, call and make sure with every provider, do you have the correct policy number, the correct insurance company that you are billing to? And do that follow-up, because otherwise it will ruin your credit. There's really nothing you're going to do about that. You can undo, get it rebilled to the proper route, but some bills go to collections, and that's just how that happens. So again, cannot emphasize that enough. The at-fault driver is not going to pay your medical bills immediately after the accident. That's many months later. So if you have questions about this, perhaps you don't have personal injury protection, you do not have medical insurance, and you're concerned about how you're getting your bills paid, you definitely need to talk to a personal injury attorney. Sometimes there are insurance policies you can pick up, medical insurance policies, that retroactively will cover at least that very first emergency care, depending on your income level and some other factors. So again, don't completely panic, but contact somebody who is experienced in your area and let them know of your concern. And that's just one of the many reasons to hire a professional if you've been seriously injured in an accident, because the bills do become very overwhelming and tracking that insurance, all the insurance policies. So if you have any questions, again, call someone in your area. If you're in the Kitsap, Pierce County area, we'd love to help you. Again, Jennifer Witt with the Witt Law Group, 360-792-1000.